What's good, my little community? Welcome back to another lovely, beautiful, sexy, amazing video with the equally lovely, equally beautiful, equally sexy, and equally amazing lit tie. You already know what time it is. Now let's go. Oh boy, oh boy, oh boy, oh boy. Now guys, it seems that after months of him not talking, of keeping quiet, of letting his ex make a whole BBC documentary regarding how abusive he was, Octavian has finally spoke out and is claiming that he is still very innocent. And we're going to break down exactly what he said and what it all means, but you already know what you got to do. You just got to like, comment, subscribe to keep you up to date every time I drop a banger like this one. And hit that noti, because you ain't in the so you can be the first to know when one of these videos comes out. And without further ado, let's get straight into it. So if you don't remember, a couple months ago, Octavian's ex-girlfriend, who goes by the name of Emo Baby For Real, spoke out on the day of his album release about how abusive Octavian was towards her, how they went through a multitude of domestic violence circumstances. She released a few videos that seemed like it was going in an aggressive manner, and she even did a whole BBC documentary, you know, quote unquote, exposing some of the things that went down between the two whilst they were together. Now, months later, it seems that Octavian has chosen to address this on Instagram of all places, so let's take a look at what he had to say. So as you can see, he's got imagery up that appears to have him in chains and he's sitting in the middle of a circle, which I'm sure is going to lead into what he's about to say. So he says this: still signed to SONY Music UK and Black Butter Music, and he's added all of them as well. He's got some cojones, I'm not going to lie. But pause. Will not and unable to what? But will not and unable to release any music as long as I'm with it. I don't know if that's grammatically correct. It doesn't sound like it is. I think he needs to. Why doesn't? Come on, man. Grammar, spelling and grammar. They said they dropped me to the BBC News. They throw fake on fake news to bring us down. Police, labels, news, the nation against me over lies, even me made to... Oh my... What is wrong with this guy? Even me made to some evil character, which is the opposite to my morals and what I stand for. I stand strong, I stand with God, I stand for everyone who's ever been accused of something they haven't done. For anyone who has been silenced, I stand for you. The truth has been hidden, but the truth is in my heart. The truth will prevail. And he had bare capital letters there. Then he went on his IG story and said, coming from homeless, finally found an outlet, music, but now I can't release music. The world is turned and manipulated to hate me, destroy my career. We worked all our lives for on the internet, because I dumped my ex-girlfriend to run away from a toxic relationship. No time for Octavian's side of the story. That black boy who raps can't be trusted. The girl must be telling the truth. I fight for all the young men and women who is really being silenced and abused, with people purposefully ruined their lives. If we learn anything from this, is that Octavian needs to work on his grammar, because this is just atrocious. I'm so sorry, no disrespect, but come on, man. The amount of spelling mistakes and grammar mistakes in here, it's just not on, man. It's just not on, man. So Octavian is saying that he's still signed to Sony and Black Butter Records, but they're just refusing to let him release any music. And, you know, this is slightly troubling, because he's saying that they told the BBC that they dropped him from the label, and it seems like from what he's saying they just did that to save face, which I'm sad to say, you know, it may mean that they still want to gain money from Octavian and his brand and his music and his merch and all his streams and all this and that, but they just didn't want to, you know, back him publicly. And it's a very sly tactic that a lot of companies use, whether it's, you know, movie studios, music companies, whatever, fire you in public and hire you back in secret. Like, it happens all the time. Then you hear him saying that the police have turned on him and that he's actually been silenced, and that the truth will prevail and the truth is within his heart. And I don't really know how it's going to prevail, man. I think, sad as it is to say, especially with the type of things that you're being accused of, there's not really any way for you to prove that you didn't do it unless it's in the court of law. So I don't know what's going on in regards to you guys' court case, if that's been sorted or not. I haven't really been following the story, so I don't know. But it seems like that's the only way you can prove your innocence, man. It's not like you can, unless you have CCTV in your house or something, which is why I always say make sure you got CCTV in your crib when these shorties pull up, because they'll be lying on you, man. I'm not saying she's lying. I'm just saying if he's saying that she's lying. So, if she is lying, then, if you had CCTV, then it would have prevented that from happening, is what I was trying to say. I'm not saying she's lying. I don't know what's going on with this situation. So don't try to cancel me, Shea Butter Twitter. What he said in his IG story is also really interesting, saying that black boy who raps can't be trusted. I feel like that is kind of the narrative that it looks like right now. At least the way the media is spinning it, it does look like that's the way that they're spinning it. Again, I don't know what the situation is, but I can understand what he's saying from that perspective. Now, I'm not going to lie, I don't 100% remember all of the intricacies that occurred with this situation, but it looks like Octavian is standing 10 toes down, claiming that he's innocent and claiming that everyone needs to believe him. And honestly, I can't tell if he's done it or not. At this point, I just don't really know what the situation could be. But I will say that I do remember seeing the videos of him and her, and he seemed to be moving very...
Fucking disrespected this shit out.
Get away. Get away.
Very aggressive towards the girl in question, and from what I can see, he still hasn't fully explained those videos, so I'm not quite sure what to make of it. And I don't know how the truth can really prevail in this situation. I'll be so real, I just don't know how. As I said, there's not really any way you can prove that you didn't put your hands on it. You just have to get it sorted in a court of law and get it hashed out there. That's really the only way. But yeah, in the words of Heady One, it's a bit of a sticky one. But let me know what you think about that in the comment section down below. Do you think that Octavian is telling the truth and that everyone is against him for no reason, and that he should keep fighting to prove his innocence and that the truth will prevail? Or do you think that Octavian is a liar, that he disgusts you, and that he should never be allowed to make music again, and that pray the fakes get exposed and all that good stuff, or bad stuff, whatever way you want to look at it? You let me know in the comment section down below. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe. We're on the road to 500 subs. You already know what time it is. You can follow me on my IG at lit__ for all your music scene updates. Follow me on my personal at the only lit_. If you care about what I do, I'm not making these bangers for you. I post updates on Twitter as well, and you might as well follow me on there, because what else are you doing with your life? Absolutely nothing, mate. Stay black. And if you're not black, stay whatever race you are. I bet. Peace.
Oh, you ain't know I could sing?